Yeah, so initially before going for JMeter, I want to explain you whenever any whenever any product team they're asking to do the performance testing or something, you should able to check the developer tool. So initial from the developer tool, we should able to explain them how much response time it is taking for each and every page. For suppose here you can we can click on right click and inspect. The developer tool will open here, and here we can go for network tab. So always we should this settings here, disable cache and preserve log should be removed, like should be blank. Why? Because if we will keep preserve log, whenever I will go to other page, the logs, the request will not delete. Okay. So whenever I will remove this, then every page, then the request will keep on changing. Now, for suppose, let me check, let me show you. Just I will run this same page again, the same page again. Then we can check how many requests will come from this page. So developer tool is most important. Whenever like we should check for one user how much time it is taking. The loading is taking some time. Okay, then I will go for next page. I think the application is loading very slowly. Let me show. Let me open one more screen. So you can go to developer tool like in this way, like right click and inspect, or we can also go for the network tab from here. Just go to settings and from there we can go. Okay. So here more tools and developer tool. So this way also we can go. Now, if I will click the enter the store, so one page will open. You can see how many requests are coming in this particular one page. 16 requests will be there. Okay. So whenever we are opening this page, so 16 requests will come here because in this page, like we are having so many, you can see fish, dog, cat, reptile, birds. Okay. These are all some image files here. The parrot. So the image files, everything will come here. And from the developer tool, you should able to check how much time it is taking for loading this page. This the red color will say that the response time coming from the server. So the response time coming from the server, this much time it is taking, 14.97 seconds here for opening this page. Okay, I think again I got to ping. Okay, yeah, sorry. I think so. Whenever we are opening this page, now like this load time, if we, so initially we want to identify for one user how much time it is taking. So here it is taking 14.997 seconds. It's very high for one user. It is taking 14.97 seconds here. It's a very high time. Then you should able to explain them the response time. It is taking very high from the from for one page in the developer tool before going for JMeter.
This
Yeah, so initially, before going for, because everyone will think that as a performance tester, just we can go for recording the application and sending some report to them. Okay, not like this. Initially, we should able to identify uh, from the developer tool how many requests will be there and which request is taking more time. So if you click here on, see, there's a timing. So there's a time here. So in the time, you can see this particular image file is taking 9 seconds here. This SVG file is taking 8.6 seconds here. So they are taking very high time. So then you want to check with the team. Yeah, these are taking very high time. Just try to minimize the image file. Okay. So then they will do some optimization. They will do some optimizations from them. Then they will ensure the response time will decrease. So this is an ongoing process. Like every time we should check from the developer tool and we should inform them which request it is taking more time. And sometimes the page size may also be very high. So we can inform them this particular request is taking very high page size, a very high size. Okay. So mainly this is 16 requests will come here in this particular page and the response time is 14.97 seconds here. And coming for finish time, so what is the finish time in the sense the time taken to process all the requests here, including the client side request here. Maybe in this particular page, the finish time and load time is same, but in every time it will not same here. The load time will be different and finish time will be different. Okay, so the finish time will depends upon like for suppose, let me show you. Let me click on this fish. Okay, if I will click on the fish here, you can see when I will click on the fish, we are uh, we are getting 10 requests here. Then load time is 3.59 seconds here, but finish time is 5.38 seconds here. Okay, like this, each and every page we want to identify how much load time it is taking. Okay, so actually, in the applications, the finish time will be higher than the load time. Maybe in the JPEG Store application, it is similar, but in some in applications, the finish time will be more than load time. That's not compulsory, just in some applications. Why? Because the page will load, and after the page will load, again we are having some JS request, CSS request here, like everything. So slowly I will explain you okay. And this is the page size transfer from the server. Okay. 31.3 KB. So from the server, this will come like a zip file. From the server, the page size will come like a zip file. And this zip file will unzip, then once the zip file will unzip here, then the size will become more, 29.4 KB resources. So these are the initial from the developer tool. We should check like this. How many requests will come in a particular page and how much time it is taking for loading. The load time, the red color indicates the load time, 5.53 seconds. Okay, and finish time. And this is the page size transferred from the server in a zip file, and this is given by the unzip. So this is one factor we should. This is one factor we should check from the developer tool, and we should able to explain them where it is taking, which request it is taking more time. Okay, if you want to check much more, you can click on the particular request, and you should go. You can go for timing, and here in the timing it will say that everything. So like the request sent, then waiting for server response here. So waiting for server response in the sense for getting for getting this page, so this much amount of time it is taking for the response should to come from the server, 2.09 seconds waiting for server response. Okay, that should also be less. If it is more, maybe we should able to check which like maybe from the DB side, which query is taking more time. Okay, not we, they will check it. Okay, just we can inform them this particular request is waiting for the server response is more. Then content download. In some request, na, the content download will take some time. So then we can explain them for downloading this particular request, it is taking more time. So then they will do all the optimizations here. Okay. So in this way, like, and I think HTTP class explain you here here all the headers will come here, like which request it is. It is a get request, status code. Okay, then everything like request headers, response headers, everything will come here. So then preview. Preview means how the page will opens and response. Okay. So these are the some of the main points from the developer tool. Let me show you one more. In the developer tool only, we can check Lighthouse tool. So the Lighthouse tool is also most important here for analyzing the page load. This Lighthouse tool was um, will help us to debug or to check the performance of the particular application. For suppose, let me check. Just you can keep it in navigation and which device you're planning, mobile or desktop. For suppose if your application is opening from the mobile, so then you can select this mobile option here. If your application you will open from the desktop here, then you can select this option here. Right now, as I'm using the desktop here for opening this application, I'm using this, and performance is enough. No need to check accessibility and best practice here. Just performance is enough. Just analyze the page node. Click on the analyze the page node. Then the Lighthouse tool will give you the report. Okay, just wait for 2 minutes. The report is getting generated. Okay, just 2 minutes. The report is coming. Okay, still it is taking more time. Okay, see this particular page, the performance will be 63%. Okay, and it has given some metrics here. You can check these metrics here. So whenever Lighthouse tool will come, you should able to learn these metrics here. First, contentful paint. Okay, so first contentful paint in the sense whenever we will open the page, initially the user will see something initially. He will not see all the requests at once here. Okay, you will check something, some image file or some text file. Okay, yeah, it is taking more time for loading the page. Okay, then speed index here. Speed index in the sense, okay, how quickly the application is responding. That is given by 1.85 seconds. That is also very high. The red color indicates. Okay, the red color indicates these are the failure in the single user testing, but this is okay. These are pass. Okay, 1.12 seconds, 0.02 okay. Here, what is cumulative layout? Here, what is a cumulative layout in the sense? So sometimes the application will resort like the application will not open properly. It will try to open the application something left and right. Okay, that is called cumulative layout shift. Maybe that is a very rare case. It may not come every time. And largest contentful paint. Again, in the overall page, something will be there. Some paint. It will take some more time for loading. That is the largest one among all the paints here. That is the largest one. That is taking around 1 point. Okay, so that is taking around 1.1 seconds here. Okay, then total blocking time, how much time it is blocking, the page is blocking from responding. The Lighthouse tool will give you overall view of the particular page. Okay, you can check whenever you are checking manually, you will experience one page may take more time. Okay, for that page only you can check Lighthouse tool also. Page wise you can check, and one report you can able to generate a report here. Okay, so now what is this report? This Lighthouse tool is giving some solutions to us. You can check minimize main thread work. Maybe one thread work is taking more time. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe the Lighthouse tool is giving this opportunity. So these are all opportunities to minimize the response time for that particular application. Then again, you can check. So reduce JavaScript execution time. Maybe some JavaScript is taking more time. So they're asking us to reduce the JavaScript execution time here. Okay. So it is taking around 2.6 seconds here. So minify JavaScript. This is also one more. Minify JavaScript. If any here JavaScript in the sense JS request. Okay. So we know the JS request will play an important role for loading the application faster. Okay, initial the JS will load, then only application page will load here. So here they are asking to minify the Java. Okay, minify the JavaScript, JSS. Okay, JS, sorry, JS. Again, still, yeah, it will give you lots of opportunities. So just check one by one, and you can. Uh, so no need to resolve all the issues which Lighthouse tool has given. That depends upon your project. So whichever is suitable to your project, that uh, okay, that for that purpose, for that one only we can check this Lighthouse tool. Okay, I think this is a Lighthouse tool. Everything I explained you. These are the metrics here. This percentage will say that if 100 percentage will come, there is no performance issues. Maybe from that particular page. Okay. Mm, let me show you. I think this is the most important. Just network tab and this Lighthouse tool. This tool is important for you. And one more, I want to show one more. Go to more tools and coverage tab. So coverage tab. So you have seen that minified JavaScript they have not minified or something. So that we can check from this coverage tab also. So this is one more coverage tab here. Just reload this page. I think today JPEG store is taking more time. Okay, if you reload this page, only one request is coming. Okay, that's not proper. Just empty cache and reload. Okay, I think it's reloaded, but only I think I can able to see only one JSS. Okay, if you'll click here in this JS here, these are all unused bytes. 39%, 39.3 percentage unused bytes. Still, I think it's around 70 or something, 71% is the used bytes. Okay, so from the coverage option, we can able to see. So just right click here, right click here, then one program will come here. So whole program will come. And from this programming, they can easily check which is taking more time. So you can see this is all the code, okay, written in this, written for this page. Okay, I think I explained you everything, all the basics, like initially explained what is the network tab and what is the Lighthouse tool, what is the coverage tab. Okay, so still we're having so many like performance insight, performance tool. I think some changes happens in the Chrome. Earlier, whenever performance will come, no, it's used to take something more. But now some okay, now some changes happens here. Local metrics. It is showing the largest containable paint is taking more time for loading this page. Cumulative layout shift and like maybe mm, I think some changes happens here. Earlier, this page will not come. Just one particular page will come. Then we use it to record the flow. But I think again here some changes as done from the Chrome only. Okay then. Let me just 1 second. Any question, any queries, like any queries from your side, just for developer tool. Okay, I'm expecting some questions here. Maybe like what you can check with me, like what is the JS request, what is CSS request, okay, and what is the response time. And from the network tab, you can check, you can ask something. So no queries. Okay, just 1 second. So this Lighthouse tool will be only for the client side metrics here. Here, here client side metrics refers to the JS request, CSS request, PNG files, everything. These are all user experience. For getting the user experience, they will add all these PNG files, everything. And also, like if you want to analyze the load from the mobile part, you can check mobile and you can analyze the load. Means if any user wants to open this application from the mobile, then they can select this mobile device here. So I think this is fine. You can learn what is the network tab and Lighthouse tool and what is the coverage tab. And from the coverage tab, we can check easily which where it is taking more time for suppose sign in. Actually, today the JPEG store is taking very high time. It's not every time. I think we are having some time. Just we can explain. I will explain you what is the coverage tab also. Yeah, you can see here. In the coverage tab, it will show you how many user bytes and how many unused bytes. Here, 47.1% is unused bytes here. Okay, and what is the meaning of unused bytes? So whenever the developer is writing some code, he will write some code, and later, again, if that code is not useful, he will keep that code as it is, and he will write some other new code. So this way, what is happening? The application will become bulky because of the code which the user is not using, but still, okay, this application code, okay. So that code, what is happening now? That code will also come. So whenever we are sending the page, uh, so the user code and also unused code will also go to the user, and user will experience slowness in the application. Okay, so that's the reason they want to remove. The developers only will know about more on this. What is it? What is user bytes? What is unused bytes? Okay, so then maybe the team, if the team is okay, everything, they can remove uh, some requests which are taking more time. Okay, the code, they can remove the code also. They can remove this code. So the code which is for suppose here the red color is showing na, that is a unused bytes here. So they can remove the code. Then again they can check the performance of the particular application. So inside, see, you can see inside this is all code here. Okay, then I think this is what about the developer tool.